Jason's out there. He likes to throw people through windows. 10 times, in fact. Well, 9. One was his mom. Let's rank them.
It's alive! It's alive!
Starting off the list is Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Sissy is adorable. She's a camp counselor. She thinks the boys are messing with them, and she heads to the window to investigate some noises, and in true Jason fashion, he reaches in and yanks her out head first. Technically not a window toss, so it's not going to rank very high. It's a pretty weak throw compared to the other ones on this list, so it's dead last. However, some cool style points for the kill afterwards, where he twists her head right off her body, and also he pulls her right out of her slippers. So for you feet guys out there, this might rank higher, but the window toss itself was pretty weak, and that's what landed it dead last. Next up on our list is Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Charles McCullough, he's a jerk. He's the uncle of our heroine in peril, and he's running through the back streets of what they tell us is New York. He finds a warehouse to get away from Jason, and as he goes up to the second story, miraculously, Jason's already teleported there. The head first looks pretty good, so I'll give you style points there. However, the landing's pretty flat, and Charles doesn't die. Jason just kind of drags him away and kills him a minute later, so I'm not going to rank it too high on the list if you're not dead or dying going through the window, because it didn't really sell the impact as all that great. So it counts, doesn't look bad, but not going to make the top of the list. Alright, this next one is a heartbreaker because I feel like it should rank higher. It's the original, Friday the 13th. The original final girl, the original desperate window toss, but unfortunately the impact isn't that great. It just doesn't look all that good. So if I'm ranking window tosses, I can't do one where someone just kind of falls through a window and surprises someone. Sorry. Breaks my heart, not going to rank too high, but have to show love to the original.
7.
Next up on our list is the second window toss from Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. From the outside, we hear a scream, and then Paula comes head first through the window. Body flops like a rag doll. I did have to deduct style points for not actually clearing the window, but the impact was so brutal coming through that window that I had to rank it better than Sissy's. Also, style points for the blood splatter on the window just before, and for just the vicious yank back when Jason grabs her body back into the cabin. Another detail that makes this kill really impactful is later on when the sheriff comes in and finds the afterbirth, for lack of a better term, and what really happened to these girls, reminiscent of Johnny Depp's death in the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
6.
Next up, Freddy vs. Jason. Now, I'm not a fan of this movie at all. It was a tremendous disappointment when it came out in the early 2000s. However, it's not completely without merit. This scene is one of the bright spots, and though it's not technically a window toss, Jason picks up Freddy and thanks to creative editing, appears to smash him through about 167 window panes in succession. Kind of looks like a bouncer clearing off a bar top with a drunk. This one gets some style points because, well, two things. One, Freddy hits the fucking window pane at the end, which looks incredibly painful. And Freddy goes through all the windows and manages to hang onto his hat, Indiana Jones style.
5.
Next up on this list is Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Robin's upstairs, she's down to fuck, and we know Jason ain't having none of that shit. He grabs her throat first like The Undertaker, throws her backward with such force that she turns inside out and goes face first through the window. Not an easy thing to accomplish. She sails through the air in slow motion, again, not another easy thing to do, and face plants on the ground. I say she in quotes because you can clearly tell she's been swapped out for the stuntman, but it's still a pretty cool effect nonetheless. This is similar to a window toss we'll see later in the countdown. Not quite as effective, but the impact through the glass, the ferocity of Kane Hodder as Jason, really made for a great effect. Alright, the next installment is Friday the 13th, Part 5, The New Beginning. This is one of the films that copies the original trope with Alice, where Pam's all alone, everyone's gone, she passes by a window, and that's when Uncle Ben comes flying through, over the counter, onto the floor. He did this with no eyes, too, which is really impressive, no less for a man north of 60 to pull this feat off. I mean, the height he had to get to clear that counter, and the sideways entry really makes this one of the best of the series. Grandpa sailing in over the kitchen counter, right onto the floor. Hard to beat that one, which brings us to our top 3.
3.
Coming in at number 3 is Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. Trish is the lone female. No safety net to protect her. Rob, her male counterpart, comes flying through the window from a height of about 116 feet and takes out the entire window fixture. The speed and the velocity and the height at which he took this window out is amazing. All 32 panes gone. And yes, I counted them all because I am that guy. One thing I noticed about this is Trish looks a little bit more concerned about the window damage at first. You know, like more than dead Rambo being tossed into the room by a killer. Style points for the entry, for the impact, for the speed. I mean, seriously, it looks like he runs from a 2-story building and dives headfirst straight through the window. So that is number 3. Coming in at number 2 is our second window toss from Friday the 13th, the final chapter. After blowing off her twin sister to go to 88 miles an hour with that dead fuck Crispin Glover, the sole surviving Double Mint twin commits her second of 2 franchise cardinal sins. She looks out the window. Jason tosses her. She sails out into the night from the second story like Jordan dunking from the foul line and crashes into a station wagon. Holy shit. Most of these window tosses end with someone hitting pavement or some floor or biting the carpet. But a car, holy shit, she blows out all the windows and the windshield, dents the top, and takes the impact on the side frame of the car, not square on the top, which I feel really bad for the stuntman who had to do that, or stunt woman. But anyway, the surprise, the hang time, the impact, the explosion of the car windows make this so close to number 1. But in this list, number 2 is not a bad place to be.
1.
Number 1, the last but not the least, and it's Friday the 13th Part 3
In 3D.
By now we know the trope. Chris is all alone. Rick's dead, but she doesn't know it. She's vulnerable and she's scared when... Holy shit. Rick crashes through the window like being thrown from a moving vehicle. He crashes through the window, into the room, over a couch, and face plants right on the goddamn floor. I mean, he comes in almost upside down. He sails 2 to 3 feet before even clearing the couch, catches his feet on the couch, and then slingshots his face right to the fucking floor. Hands at his side, fucking sailor dive, face fucking first. I debated hard over number 1 and number 2, but that clinches it for me. I don't know if it's just the face first landing, clearing the couch. So much could have gone wrong on that. Barely missing the top frame of the window just to hit that narrow margin. Holy crap. For me, that's number 1. That's it. It's the careening, the face planting, the height, the angle, everything just took it right on the face. And that's number 1. Let's run them back and recap the list.
10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5.
But that's going to do it for the top 10 window tosses in the Friday the 13th franchise. Give me your rankings in the comments below, or hit me up on social media at bshowbrian. Be sure to check out Spitball Media on Thursday nights, where me and Shaw and John Draper talk about movies. But until next time, I'm bshowbrian, and thank you for stopping by.